Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Katelyn. I just wanted to say thank you to anybody that watched my first video. I got so much love and support through that, and it made me so happy. I really was so anxious about it because I've been wanting to do it for so long, and I was like, who's gonna watch this? Who's gonna care? I really didn't know that I would get so much support on that. Really, thank you so much. Now I'm back with another video. Today I wanted to do a Valentine's look. I actually have to give credit to my best friend, Savannah. She texted me and she's like, hey, do a Valentine's tutorial. I was like, why didn't I think of that? So I was like, sure, okay. I already have my base done. As you can see, got my foundation, my concealer, and my powder on. And if you haven't watched my first video, I explain how I do all that on there. So I don't want to reiterate because it's kind of boring, honestly. So I'm just gonna show you how I would do my eyes. I don't remember what I did last Valentine's Day or anything. I just know I have this palette that I really want to play with. It's the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. It's the Bling Boss palette, so it's the purple themed one. So it has all these pretty purpley red pink shades in it, and I feel like it just screams Valentine's Day. Basically, I'm just gonna use a bunch of the other stuff that I used the last video, but I'll still link everything in the description. I'm going to go in with my Morphe M433, and it just looks like this. I'm going to go in with this shade Hush Hush, which is this like dusty rose color right here. I feel like that'll be a really good transition shade. And if you don't know what I mean by transition shade, it's basically a light shade that you put down in your crease to help you blend out shadows. So you can always come back with this color if you go in with too much down the line, and you go in with too much like pink or purple or whatever you're using, you can come back in with your transition shade and blend stuff out. So I'm just gonna go in with this all over my crease. So now I have that shade basically just all over my crease and a little bit up above my crease, and I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so I have that all blended in both of my creases, and I think I'm going to go in with the shade Sparks, and it's this red. The same thing with Hush Hush, but I won't take it so far up on my eye, if that makes sense. I'm trying to make this look kind of wearable and doable because I know a lot of people that are starting out are just like lost when it comes to color. I'm still kind of working with color too. I try to have fun with it sometimes, and when it doesn't work out, it just doesn't work out. So practice makes perfect. But I feel like these little palettes with pops of color really help out in that case. I would totally recommend this palette for people that are just starting out. It's only $15. She has 4 in total. This one, there's an orange theme, a yellow theme, and a blue theme. So if you're looking for color to put into your makeup collection, then I totally recommend these. Yeah, I just wanted to make a look that had that cute reddish pink look that said Valentine's Day, but also I wanted to give people an option. I think I'm going to go in with shimmer in my lid, and people can stop there if they want. If you think that's just enough for you, it's totally okay. And then I'm going to show some glitter in the lid. You could do either way. I know some people don't fool with glitter, and it's totally fine. I barely deal with it, but I think for Valentine's Day, you kind of want to be a little extra. You can either be basic or extra, and sometimes you just want to be extra. Like, who cares? Get you a man that hypes up your makeup because it's fun. So as you can see, I just put that red and blended it into that transition, and it just gave it a flush of color. I know this color is intimidating to look at, but you can always blend it out and make it less intimidating. So I'm just going to go in on my other eye and do that. Like, can y'all believe that I got I think 200 views on my video. I was like, I don't even know 200 people, but that's great. I'm gonna go back and blend with that transition shade that I had before, the Hush Hush, and just blend those edges out because sometimes that red can look a bit harsh. And you can see the colors are kind of blending together, which is fine. Y'all, I've been alone for like 3 days. I know, it's a pity, but my husband's been gone on a business trip since Tuesday, and I've been all alone. Like, we moved away for his job, and I'm all here alone. All I have is my cat, which is not totally alone. She's been keeping me company. I have to drive an hour to go get him at the airport, and it's snowing. I think if I don't make it, you won't see another video. Just kidding. Why is it just snowing? It's weird. I'm just a southern girl and I don't know anything about snow, so there's that. So we got that down. It looks pretty blended to me. So I'm going to go in with a darker shade. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go in with Mystic. It's like a plum chocolatey color, and I think it's gonna be good for the outer V. I can't think today. This snow is distracting me. It looks like sky dandruff. Ew, okay. I'm going to take my Morphe M506, and it's this detailed brush, and it's super tiny. I'm gonna show a comparison from the Morphe M433, which I've been using this whole time. It's just a little bit tinier, and it's really good for getting into smaller spots on your crease. So I'm gonna take that Mystic shade and go in on my outer V. And I just like to dab it right there in that corner and then start doing circular motions. And that'll just bring depth to your look. Depth. That sounded really weird. Sorry. And I find stamping on a color right where you want it and then blending it out helps a lot. Because if you just start blending with a lot of eyeshadow on your brush, then it can get everywhere and it can get messy. Oh, I forgot to mention, the brush I'm just going back in with the transition shade color is the Colourpop fluffy brush. I'll link everything in the description. These are all the brushes I used last time. Nothing new. It's really good just to have like a clean blending brush and just going in back with your transition shade and just buffing everything out. And you can tell that this corner is it has a lot more depth than this side. So I'm going to do the other eye. Y'all remember when I said that my eyebrows were distant cousins? My eyelids are too. Honestly, like, what is that fold right there? This one's like great and super fun and fresh, and this one is weird. Comment down below if your eyelids are weird too, because honestly, same. So now I'm going to do a half cut crease, and if you don't know what that means, I'm gonna show you. So I usually take a concealer. You can take the concealer you have or use on your face, but I just use this one, and it's the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. And it's in the shade Light 10. And I ordered this online, just like everything else on Colourpop. They are in Ulta now, which is great, but I ordered this online when it first came out, and I thought it was my shade, but it is not. It is so light, like, I mean, maybe it's my shade, but when I ordered it, I was like, no. Usually, I would use my Tarte Shape Tape, which is totally fine. And whatever concealer you use, you can totally use it for cut creases. I just use this because I don't want to waste it. And it's a good shade. It's a light shade. You want to use a pretty light shade if you really want your shadows to pop. So I'm going to take the little applicator and I'm going to go in with it on my Colourpop flat shader brush. And it looks like this, and it just has that circle shape. So it makes it really easy to cut a sharp line on your eyelid. So basically this is just going to make your base tacky and give you a crisp look. I'm showing this really for the people that just want to go in with a shimmer shade. So if you're just going in with a shimmer shade, totally fine. You can make it look really pigmented and really shiny with doing this method. So I'm going to go in, I don't know if you can see, my eye and just put it on. And where my crease starts, right here, I'm going to cut a line around and stop about at the point where I put that dark Mystic shadow. Well, here's the tea. LaCroix is actually pretty gross. Like all these YouTubers and people in LA being skinny legends and drinking LaCroix. And I'm like, sis, it's gross. Like, this is probably like the best flavor that I've found. And I'm like, what's the hype? I don't know. I guess we just want to be skinny and drink sparkling water. This is what we got. So since my eyelids, like I said, are not related, I have this little fold in it, but I went over it because on this one my crease goes up normal and this one doesn't, so I'm trying to make them match as much as possible. And it's okay if it is messy. You don't have to have a defined line or anything. If you're going crazy, then you might want to practice a little bit. It takes time. It really takes time. I was in college practicing this method and I messed up so many times, but practice makes perfect. You need the right brush, so I totally recommend this Colourpop one or any other brush that looks like this. So I find that this dome shaped brush really helps. So with my finger, I'm going to go in with Glitz and Glam down here, and it's this pretty pinkish rose gold. I just think it's the most pigmented and pretty, and I think it'll really complement the look. So if you want to just go in with a shimmer, then this is for you. I'm just going to take that on my ring finger right there, and I'm going to pack it onto that portion where we cut the crease. I love this shade. It's so cute. And that will just make your shimmer really pop and show out. Okay, so now that we have that just pretty rose gold shade in our lid, I'm going to go back in with my Morphe M506, that detailed brush, and I'm going to go back in with Mystic because lost some integrity in that shade in the corner. So I'm going to take it and just blend that shimmer shade in so it doesn't look so harsh. Just a teeny bit. I'm not gonna take a bunch like I did last time. I'm trying to hurry because it's literally snowing outside and I'm losing light outside. So I'm trying my best, y'all. I hope that the lighting is not too bad. You can be done with the lids at this point. I just wanted to show a good alternative to not having glitter. But I think, you know, if you have glitter and you want to try it out, this is a really good option. It is the Stila Magnificent Metals in the shade Kitten Karma. Kitten Karma. So, and it's just this really pretty rose goldish shade. It's super easy to put on. I'm not gonna lie to you, the glitter sometimes falls out everywhere if you're not careful, so beware of that, but it is so pretty. So I totally recommend it for a date night like Valentine or a concert or something like that where you just want to slap on some glitter and look super extra. So all you do is take your little applicator with glitter on it and just put it on your lid. I'm just going in over that shimmer shade that I put down. Ooh, you can already see how reflective that is. Wow, okay. So I'm just gonna take that shader brush and just pat it down. See, I know some of y'all can be like, wait, that's too much for me. And I get that, I totally get that. So that's why I showed just the shimmer shadow, because you could totally rock that and it'd be totally cool. Plus you could put your highlighter on your lids and it would do a good job too. So there's that, super cute. Anyways, okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go in with my Colourpop pencil brush. This one right here. And I'm going to go in with the same shades that I put in my crease. I'm going to go in with Hush. I'm going to go in with Hush. I'm going to go in with Hush. Hush. Good enough. And dip that in. And I'm going to put that in my lower lash line. And then I'm going to dip into the same red shade, Sparks. Just a teensy bit. And I'm going to tuck it right in the outer portion of my lower lash line. You don't want to go crazy because this is a pigmented red. You want to make sure it's all blended out like that. And blend it into your eyeshadow up here. And then I'm going to take that Hush Hush shade again, and I'm going to take it on my big fluffy brush by Colourpop, and I'm just going to blend all that together up into my upper eyelid area. And you can be messy with this. I just find that it just melts everything together when you do this with a big brush. Okay, so there's the eyeshadow look. I really like it. So now I'm going to set my face with Morphe setting spray, of course. Whew. It feels so good. And I'm actually gonna go in. I'm gonna try this highlighter palette that I haven't used in a while, but I really like it. Shout out to my friend Kyron. She got me this. Oh, it's really reflective. It's the Sleek Makeup highlighting palette. It's called the Solstice highlighting palette, and it is blinding. Believe me when I tell you, this is like one of the most blinding highlights I've ever used. I haven't used it in a while, but I think I'm going to use it today because there's this pinky shade in here. And I'm going to take the Colourpop small face brush, I think. And I'm going to dip into this pink shade and put it right. I wasn't lying, y'all. This is some extra highlight. You see that, right? I love. I'm gonna put that on my other cheekbone. Down my nose. Y'all know the drill. And on the Cupid's bow. Like, look at that. That's crazy. Okay, so now I'm going to take this oval brush and go in with the same highlight and put it in my brow bone up here in that white space. You could go in with another shimmer like actual eyeshadow, but I find that when you use the same highlight shade, it just really makes everything look cohesive. Also, I'm gonna take it with my finger and put it. It's snowing. Like, for real. Y'all, I don't know how to drive in the snow. And I'm gonna put it in my inner corner. Do y'all see this? Okay, so now that you're glowing, we're going to go in with a bronzer. I'm going to use the same bronzer that I always do. I just don't have another one. Sorry, I'm a little basic. The Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula in the shade Light. Oh, this smells like the beach. Now I'm going to take my angled face brush by Colourpop and go in with this blush that I barely use, but I kind of like it. It's Colourpop. This video is sponsored by Colourpop. Just kidding. This is a Colourpop blush palette. Oh, there's no name on it. Good. If I find this online, which I probably will, I'll put this in the description. I am so sorry. They do not have a name on this. Anyways, it's a blush and highlight palette, but I'm going to use this blush in here. You could totally use this highlight. It's super pretty, but I just wanted to be extra with my super glowy highlight. And I'm just going to pop that on my cheeks. We are almost there. We are going to just do mascara. You could honestly go in with a lash, but I don't have any that aren't crusty and dusty and gross right now. So you could totally do that, but I just don't have any. And I like the way my mascara looks on my lashes, so I'm just going to do that. And I also explained that on my first video, so we're gonna curl our lashes, girl. And I'm going to tightline my upper lash line. And again, I'm going to use my favorite mascara, Lash Sensational by Maybelline. And before I forget, I'm going to set my brows because they need to chill out. I know we're all gonna want to kiss our mans on Valentine's Day, but also you trying to look cute, you know? So we're gonna wear lip gloss. This is the Colourpop lip gloss in the shade Fairy Floss. It's so cute. It's really, really pale, and so it's like a nude for me because I'm pale. But I tend to like lip products that just wear off to nothing, because I like to eat. Who doesn't? This is the finished look. I love how it turned out. Actually, I really didn't know what I was going to do when I started filming this, but I really liked how it turned out. So I will take a picture and I'll put it in the end of the video like I did last time so you can see it better. I know the lighting is not the best right now. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know too down below. If you have any suggestions on what I should do next, then also let me know in the comments. I will link everything in the description that I used. So if you are looking for anything or don't know where to find it, I will link everything. Don't you worry. I will put that down there. So I hope you enjoyed my video and I will see y'all next time. Bye.